Do you know what we Asians are hooked on? That's anime! A good answer. What else? Let's find it out! Hi, Fumio Toki is here. Welcome to my channel, Keto Ninja Toki. I've been on a keto diet for a couple of years and I'm promoting the beauties of keto diets. If you cut off the amount of carbohydrates you eat to 20 grams to 50 grams per day, it is called ketogenic diets or keto diets in short. Keto diets are sought after, especially for Asian men. Say you are middle-aged Asian man like me. I'm 53 years old, by the way. Your background may be Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Thai, Filipino, or Japanese. Most likely, you have a flabby belly. True? That's actually happened to me too. My weight is controlled okay now, though. Anyways, we have the fatty belly because our Asian diets contain hell a lot of carbohydrates, especially starch. We Asians are starch addicts and we are dying for starch. I know many of Aussies have a sweet tooth. For sure, many of them are sugar addicts. We Asians, on the other hand, are starch addicts. And let me prove it. So today, we want to find out how much Asian cuisines depend on starchy carbs. To do so, let's compare two breakfasts eaten by two groups of people. Group 1, Chinese. China is the Asian giant. China has a long history. Throughout her history, China culturally influenced the surrounding countries. You can easily trace the sway of Chinese food in Thai, Korean, or Japanese cuisines. So, my theory is, by looking into a typical Chinese breakfast, we may generalize the starchy dependency we Asians have. Here is Chinese breakfast. Congee, youtiao, dumplings, zaozi, jin bean, konyu bean, and fan chuan. I know they all super yummy. A bowl of congee in the morning is such an indulgence, I know. Yet, they are all starch. Starch. Group 2, English. In comparison to the Chinese breakfast, we want to see the traditional English breakfast. English breakfast is quite protein-driven. Bacon, eggs, sausages, baked beans, some veggies like tomatoes or mushroom, and hashed browns or toast. Now, let's break down into numbers. I calculated the amount of carbs in these breakfasts. I picked these breakfast items and tried to make each breakfast to come to 500 calories, which are quite high by the breakfast standard though. Chinese breakfast has whopping 90 grams of carbs. English breakfast has only half of Chinese breakfast, 45 grams of carbs. So in this epic battle, the Chinese breakfast easily beats the English breakfast. In the Chinese breakfast, almost all carbs come from starch. By the way, when we eat starchy carbs, they turn into sugar in our body. 90 grams of starch end up as 90 grams of sugar in our body. Excessive starch is very easy to pile up in our fat storage. And it's not just Chinese food. Japanese food are starchy driven too. Ramen, udon, sushi, bento boxes, etc. You notice how starch addiction is deep-seated in Japanese if you walk through middle of Tokyo or Osaka. Almost all restaurants and takeaway shops are to sell starchy food. We Asian men are, in nature, starch addicts. If you are a middle-aged Asian man and overweight, the root cause of your weight control issue is highly likely the starch addiction. In this case, exercises do not fix the issue. Running on a treadmill 3 times a week would all go down the toilet. As an expected trial, you may hop on a low-calorie diet. But if you are still on the starch-based eating and only cut your calorie intake, your body shifts to the starvation mode. This means you are highly likely to lose your muscles rather than the body fat. And your metabolism also would nosedive. Declined metabolism means it becomes harder to lose weight and it becomes easier to bounce back. One binge eating, then boom, your weight regains. So what you really want is to hop on a keto diet. As I said at the beginning, you restrict the amount of carbs you eat to 20 to 50 grams a day. As long as you avoid eating carbs, you can eat until you are full. Keto diets are fat and protein driven, so you would not lose your muscles and you can lose your body fat rapidly. There is no doubt keto diets are the best diet framework that gets your life back on track. Keto diets are for Asian men as well as Asian women more than any other groups of people. Would you like to join the Keto Squad? Anytime. Happy keto dieting! If you like my video, follow me on Twitter and subscribe my channel. Enjoy your day or a night!